Hello, YouTube friends. Welcome to my sewing room. Today I want to share my fabric haul. It's not a big haul, it's a little haul, but it was fun to go to the fabric store yesterday. Sorry about that. I had to wet my whistle. So let's see how we're doing here. If we have anybody joining us yet. Doesn't look so like it. Hi Brenda, how you doing? Hi Melina, how are you? Hi Susan, hi Mary, hi BP, hi Kim, hi Lisa. How's everybody today? Hey Kim, my doctor appointment yesterday gave me a prescription for that cream you were telling me about for the knuckles. So I've been trying it, and it seems to help a little bit. So that is cool. Kim is trying to choke down some food. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sue. She said hello, not hell. Hi, Lorraine. I know, and I wear this shirt a lot, don't I? I do. It's my favorite lounge shirt, you know. So I wear it a lot. I do throw it in the laundry every now and then. Right before it starts standing up all by itself. Okay, let's see who else we got. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Judy. Oh, 74 degrees. That would be awesome. I would love that. Hi, Nancy from Florida. Hi, Mary Woods. I'm sitting here in the care waiting for my daughter to get out of therapy. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Hi, Melister. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Miss Morton. I can get the Morton one. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it is. And a lot of times I wear an undershirt too, not like a t-shirt, but a different type, you know, anyway, so. Hi, Colleen. How are you doing? 77? Whew, that would be nice. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, long time no talk to. Kathy, I listened to your whole video today. I just was busy doing stuff, but I had my earphones in. I was listening. And then every time I'd hear something that I wanted to pipe up to, I'd write something. Oh, Lou? Okay. Thank you. I think I can say that one. That's an unusual name. Nothing that is not wrong, nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's just I was going to call you Mel because I think on Facebook I think I saw you somewhere on Facebook where it was Mel, but I could be wrong. Hi BJ. Hi Amy. Okay. That's what I almost went and did, was lay down for a nap. And I thought, well, I'll just come on for, you know, like a half hour or so, um, and say hi and show you guys what I got at the fabric store yesterday. I went through their fat quarters, picked up a few things. So, oh my goodness, boy, it was a heck of a trip. Um, realized that I hadn't made our 3-month doctor's appointment because we have to go in every 3 months. And our prescriptions are due on Friday. So I called and she said, well, we can get you in at 4:30. And I'm like, okay, we'll take it. So we dropped everything yesterday and went into town. And of course, we go on the snow day, you know. So it had snowed. We had like 2, 3 inches of snow on the ground here when we left, but the roads were bare, so that was good. And then it was just kind of rainy, you know, it wasn't too bad. But on the way home, oh my goodness, we got into a blizzard. Then we wanted to go into the subway and grab a sandwich for the ride home, and I'm like, have my coat like this, and we're running into the subway. Gosh, what a storm. And yeah, it was pretty stormy on the way home, but then we got down into the river area, and then the roads were clear again. And then about 30 miles away from home, it started snowing pretty heavy again. So this morning, I think we had about 8 inches, pretty close to 8 inches, I think. 6 to 8, something like that. But my husband and I talked each other out of plowing. So I thought I was going to have to go plow. Hi, Melissa. And I'll tell you, for those of you who have fibromyalgia and other body muscle problems, you may be like this too, but when I go, for me going to town, like to the doctor, places like that, it's in almost 2 hours for us to get to the doctor's office. So, and it's most of the trip is on a windy road, and so all that, you know, I tense up, and it really messes with my fibromyalgia. But hi, Shelley. Hi, Angela. How you doing? So I'm starting to feel that. You know, I think I'm going to have to take a nap. So anyway, yeah, I see you guys are posting all your lovely weather, except for Melina. 65 winds, 3 fires. Oh my goodness. 2 have evacuations. Where are you at? Hi, Laura. Hi, Marie. Let's see who else I missed. Yeah, we got there pretty early because we thought the roads were going to be really bad going in, because right here at home, so when I have 3 or 4 inches at home on the ground, I think that's how it is, you know, wherever we were going to go. I'm always surprised to get, you know, 3 miles down the road and there's no snow on the ground anywhere, you know. I'm like, why does it just dump on our house? But so yeah, I was thinking about doing what Melissa did a little while ago. That sounded pretty good. All right, let's see. Hi, Sandra. Let me double check and see if I missed anybody. And we have about 24. I think I said hello to Courtney. Angela. BJ. Yeah, I think I got. Oh, hi, Crystal. Hi, Sweetheart Creations. How are you doing? Hi, Shirley. Hi, Tammy. Looks like I did miss a few people. Hi, Nancy Knight. Okay, I think now back down here real quick. Always worried I'm going to miss somebody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings for not calling your name out. Oh no, Crystal said it's gloomy where she's at, expecting about 8 inches from today until Thursday. We're supposed to get maybe 4 more inches in the next 3 days, so we'll see. BJ said it was 80 in the 80s yesterday, and today's 84 degrees, and you're having snow. Yep, we had no snow in the yard before this happened. All the snow was gone. The little flowers were coming up. I had little crocuses up. Of course, the deer ate those. I got to see those flowers for one day, and the next day I went to look at them, and they were all gone. And there was deer droppings everywhere. So I'm like, I'm going to call the Fish and Game and say that I need a tag, a harvest tag, to pay back for my flowers, which they won't do, but I'm just kidding. Okay, I said hello to Sandra, Pauline, Lorraine, Courtney. Yeah, Melissa soaked in some Epsom salt. You know, I would do that, but I'm always get so cold getting out of the bathtub, and I hate that. Well, it just makes it worse. I'd have to have the bathroom just like 80 degrees in there. Hi, Wendy. Send you some snow? I wish I could. Hi, Vivian. Hello, Laura Miller. You're excited to see what I have? Okay. Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? I was going to make me some popcorn and bring it up here and munch on it, but I thought you guys wouldn't appreciate that, so. Plus, you would be going, don't get that popcorn oil all over your fabric. Okay, BJ. I'll wait for you to get back then. BJ's got to get her corn dogs out of the oven. That sounds good. I haven't had a corn dog in a while. Kim said, good grief, if I sit in the tub, it'll take a sky crane to get me out. Oh no. Yeah, popcorn. Doesn't that sound good? So we'll wait for BJ to get back, and then we'll look at the fabric. I don't want her to miss it. So do you want to guess what kind of fabric I got yesterday? Actually found a designer in the fabric, the back quarter display, and it's a type of fabric that you know who it is as soon as you see it. Yes, pretty fabric, yep. That's a good, yes. You win. Tula. Melissa won. I mean, when you see either Tula or Kay Bassett, I think, you know those fabrics, right? Well, that's close. I got some other fabrics besides Tula, but I'm not sure who they belong to. They were just pretty, so I got them. I know, Melissa cheats. No, okay. BJ's back. Okay, I did get one of his, so. So okay, here we go. I should bring that. I'm going to bring you up a little closer. Hold on, here we go. For a little ride. There, that's a little better. Now, this line has been around for a while. This Tula line. I have to remember what it's called, but some of it has true colors, is what I think most of it is. And seems like the only time I can really buy it is when it's on sale or it's in the back quarter section. Hi, Vicki. All right, here we go. So I got the green one. And color's not showing up, at least not on my device that I'm looking at, but it's really bright green. I got two of those. And then I think this is the true colors also. And I'm not sure how many. I was going to go look through my Tula stuff and see if I have any of the true colors yet. I don't know if I have, but this one's really pretty. I have two of those. I think I got about 19 fat quarters altogether. And this one's really pink. I mean, it is pink. Pink, pink. Bright pink. With lots of pretty little birds all over it. I like this one. You know, I was wondering if this wouldn't make a good background. Got two of those. So here's the other one. So really, I've got a half a yard. Is that right? No, no. Yeah. Okay, here's another one. That's really pretty. It's bright red with kind of a purple. Fairy Flakes makes a great background. So I have two of those. And then the other thing I like about Free Spirit, you know, I've said this before, I like the feel of it. This really pretty purple with pink. Lisa said she used hers for background and she loves it. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, June. Wendy said she used it on one of her Tula quilts, too. Yes, Wayne. Melissa's looking at fabric that somebody just bought. Me, her friend. We like seeing each other's fabrics. I love watching fabric hauls. I mean, I love seeing what people buy. Is it because I'm nosy? Maybe. I think it's because I like to look at fabric. And then this one, very pretty. Two of those. That's the other one. And then another one of these. This is really pretty too. It's pink with a light blue. Hi, Zach. How are you doing? And I got two of those. And then I think this one is really pretty too. And I'm glad I got two of them. with the gray and lavender. I don't think I have this line. I'm looking over there because that's where all the tulip pink fabric is that I got out the other day, and I still haven't put it away. Okay, so that was all the Tula fat quarters. Tracy said the purple gray is my favorite. It is really pretty. Oh my goodness. Kim said Joann's is getting to be a look but don't touch kind of thing. Fabric was $5.99 a yard, and now it's $16.99 a yard. That's ridiculous. It sure is. Everybody loves them. Hi, Laura. Laura B. I got a few more I'll show you. Yeah, it is. For me, it's usually colors I like. Like there was some more Tula Pink hanging up in the fat quarter thing, but I already knew I had some of that, and um, should have I bought it? Maybe, but it's the one that I'm not crazy about with the hands, you know? And I know I have a bunch of that one already, so. Um, and some of Tula's stuff I really, really, really like, and then some of it I don't. I don't like the ones with the little faces in the cabbage. I didn't like that at all. That kind of creeped me out. Or the eyeballs, you know. I didn't like that one either. Oop, lost my chat. Oop, it's back. Oop, retry. Okay, so if all of a sudden I blink out and am gone, we're going to blame it on the weather because, last night our power went out, our internet was off all night, and it didn't come back on till like 9 o'clock or something like that this morning. So just know that ahead of time, okay? Let's see. Angela says, I'm trying not to buy any more fabric, so it's nice to see somebody else's haul. Yeah, I tried too, but then I walked by those fat quarters and I saw all that Tula Pink, and I want to do that thread spool quilt if I can talk. And so I'm going to try to use a piece of every Tula I have for that quilt. So it's going to be bigger, of course, than the pattern. And I'm going to change the pattern too. No surprise there, right? Okay, before I talk about the pattern and stuff, let me show you. Oh, look at this one. Now, this probably might be the second K fabric I have, because I don't usually, I'm not really drawn towards it, but I thought this one was really pretty. Super pretty. I thought that would make a really pretty project bag, right? It would. And then this one is by My Three Sisters for Moda. And I just thought it was really pretty too. I love the polka dots with kind of a slate gray with the flowers. I really like that. I thought this would make a beautiful border on something. So, might have to call and find out if they have any more of this. in yardage. Now, I love bumblebees. I don't know if you know that about me, but I do love bumblebees or honeybees. And this was some bee fabric, so cute, with sunflowers. It's very pretty. I'm not sure who this is by. Let's see if it has it's from Studio Fabrics. It has the number on it, but that is all it says. But it's really pretty. And then oh no, Colleen. Bye. Yeah, True Colors, I think, works well with other stuff, Angela. Oh, Lisa said, I use Tula to make those storage things that hang on the back of car seats for the littles. Bright and cheery. Boy, I guess. Yeah, I would agree that Joann's better up the quality if they're going to up their price like that. I don't think so, Wendy. I can see you. Did I miss a comment? She asked if somebody put her in timeout. I'll go back and look and see. Uh-oh. Crystal says she's having a hard time staying online. Shirley said, great choice of fabrics. I love watching what people buy. Glad you came on. Now I have an excuse not to go do housework. Yeah. Tracy said, Teeny Beast. She's looking forward to it. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. But I haven't liked a few of the lines. Yeah, that's me too. It could be a YouTube mess up thing, or it could be my system. Like I said, our internet was out all night. I think it went out about 8 o'clock last night and didn't come back on until 8 or 9 this morning. Okay, Wendy said I did that with my hood quilt. I made 60 different houses using Tula. Oh, that's an idea. Hmm. Well, now I have to think about it. Do I want to make a little houses out of Tula, or do I want to make spools of thread? Well, the a spool quilt has been on my bucket list for a while. Um, but like I said, let me show you the pattern. I have one more fabric to show you too. Okay, so this is the pattern that came with that Tula kit that I bought that I got for half off. And it is 71 by 82. So I need to count up all the stuff and figure it out, but I think I'm going to make, you see how the spools have different colored tops and bottoms using her solid colors? And I think I want to do wooden spools, so I'm probably going to change that. And there's a spool pattern out there that It almost looks like the spools are touching the one on the top and the bottom. So you can kind of do a quilting design in there. So I'm going to have to look around a little bit. But Wendy, you posted that quilt on the Facebook, didn't you? Oh boy, I'm yeah, I think I did. I think you posted it on the Facebook. I'm happy you're home from work too, Brenda. Kathy loves this spool pattern. Hi, Kay. How are you doing? Oh, I'm going to go back and watch that video again. I did watch it, but I'll go back and watch it again. And this time I'll leave you a comment. A lot of times I'm in such a hurry, or I put things on just on autoplay, and so I'm just listening to them and kind of watching while I'm doing other stuff. So, oh, Kim said hers kept coming up. Problem with server 503 error, and that's YouTube, she says. I know the horror, no internet. We were both upset. Usually, when our power goes out and we turn the generator on, we plug everything in, or not everything, but certain things, and we plug the TV in and the internet box and the Wi-Fi, all that. And usually, when the power is out, we still have internet. But for some reason, I'm thinking that the satellite, because they have a satellite junction, whatever they call it, here in town. And so usually when the power goes out, their generators automatically come on or whatever, and they still are able, so we're still able to have internet. But that didn't happen last night. So I think they had to send somebody out this morning to fix whatever the problem was. Part of our horror with no internet is everything is on internet. So our telephone, our TV, you know, Facebook, YouTube, all that. We don't have a regular house telephone. We use Magic Jack. And so if I don't have power or internet, then I don't even have telephone. And that makes me a little nervous sometimes in the wintertime, in case something happens. But I'm not that far from um, the little store just down here. They have a regular telephone, so I could always run down there if I need an ambulance or Brandon, whatever. Okay, I have one more fabric to show you. Wendy said she has a half yard bundle of that fabric. Oh, nice. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm glad to have you. 10 p.m. Yeah, I came on a little earlier today than I normally do, huh? Well, glad you're here. Hello, Donna. You're not late. Not too late. Boy, there are a lot of wrenches in here today. And I'm glad for it. Okay, here's the last one. Now, we're going to see if you can guess who this is. Does anybody know? If I can get a little closer. Do you know whose line is this? Yeah. Melissa got it again. That's Lori. I only got one of those. And I didn't even know it was Lori when I picked it out. I just thought, oh, that's cute. So, anyway, So I'll have to put this in with my Lori stash. And I'm going to probably put this over there with the art quilt stuff. Because wouldn't that look really cute around Cookie? Might. It might. Or one of the other dogs. And then these two, I'll just fold them up and put them in with my other back quarters. And then these, Tulip Pink, I'll put with the Tulip Pink collection. Which one is that of Lori's? It says Farm Girl. And then, let's see, most of it's cut off, so let's see. It has the cute little tractors on it for the colors. And Riley Blake, of course. And it just says Farm Girl. And the rest of it's cut off, so. So I'm not really sure. All right. Bye, Crystal. I'm not sure if I have that one in my Lori stuff. I'm going to have to look. I'm glad you got to stop by. Yeah, that's a problem. They should send it to you as a gift, Tracy. Somebody told me if it's a gift, then you don't have to pay the exchange. Is that true? So that when they mail stuff out, they should mail it as that it's a gift, or do they open everything? Yeah, well, I would do that, but to have a regular house telephone out here is like, I think it's $65 a month, and that's just for the telephone. Um, so Brandon and I decided that we would just go with the um, Magic Jack because I think there's only been a few times where we didn't have telephone at all, and because like I said, usually when the generators go on, we still have internet, so then we still have telephone. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you, when I was walking around in the fabric store, I looked at the prices. I found a lot. Now, this is a regular quilt shop, so, you know, it's regular quilt fabric. And the prices were $9.99, $10.99. I think Tulip Pink was like $12.99. Um, but I didn't see anything more than $12.99. And I was at the quilt store, Your Best Friend's Quilt Shop in Grangeville. So she hasn't raised her prices yet. As far as I can remember, that's basically what they've been since I've been here for the past 5 years. Um, they didn't have very much in the discounted section, but there wasn't anything in there that I was really interested in. Plus, my husband was waiting out in the car, so there was that. I really like Lala Boutique. That's one of my favorites. I don't like every line that she's come out with, but um, I'd have to say if I had a favorite, it would be her. Um, and I like, so, I mean, her and Tula are like on opposite ends. So you can see like I like warm colors, but then on the other hand, now and then I just want a big burst of color, especially in the wintertime. Okay, let's see where I'm at here. Angela just checked online and it's called Farm Girl Vintage Gray Daisy. She said she might have to get her some of that. Tracy doesn't have any Lori Holt. Well, I bought a bunch of it on sale one time. Um, that's how I got mine. I think she was selling it for like it was $5 or $6 a yard. Everybody's different, and there's other lines I like too. I think I'm drawn to the color first and design, and that's pretty much why I'm not crazy about solids. Okay, so that's all I got. Oh, actually, I got one more thing. I got the stitch card, Lori Holt stitch card, the Halloween one, because I figured October's coming. Better have a Halloween one, right? So I can add that. I thought it was cute. So I got that. Okay. So the only other thing I've really been doing today is just kind of going through and tidying up and cutting some fabric up for the block of the months. And that's why it takes me so long to get some of the Tula and Lori Holt and other stuff because I only want to buy it when it's on sale, and so I miss out a lot of times. And I thought, well, maybe what I should do is just save my money, and don't buy any fabric. And then when the line comes out that I really like, I'll have the money for it. I just don't want to pay $14 a yard. There's that too. So I get to put those away now. So that's what I got in the fabric. So I can fondle it, pet it. New fabric. New to me anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to fabric lines until I started buying fabric by certain used makers, like Lala Boutique. And then I just, every time I heard her name and I would look at her fabric, and after a couple of years, now I can recognize it when I see it. But I and with Tula, I mean, it doesn't take much really to be able to recognize her stuff, right? I mean, there are some things that she puts out that um, you might not be sure about that it's her or not. And I can't really recognize Lori Holtz. Some of it I can, but not very much. Um, and that's really it. Like if I went through my stash over there, um, I don't even think there would be 5% of it that I could tell you who it was that made it. Like I said, I most of the time I just look for um, things that I like. And I do like some of like Corey Yoder and Fig Tree, but those two are kind of the same, you know. So you could actually mix those up. I like some of their stuff. I don't know. Is Liberty fabric kind of lightweight anyway? No, my batting hasn't come yet. How do I sort my stash? That's a question from Tracy. Um, Most of it I sort by color. Like I over here on my fabric wall, I have fat quarters, and so I go from light yellow, red, pink, blue, purple. Most of the time it's all sorted by colors. Now, once in a while, when I get a fat quarter bundle, um, I'll keep those together. I don't usually separate them out unless there's not very many of them in there. Like if it's just five or something like that, then I will probably just add it to a color, you know. Um, Unless it's Tula, and I've only been doing this probably the last year, is keeping my Tula separate from everything else and the Lori Holt from everything else, only because I ended up with quite a bit of it. Really, it's not that much, but well, actually, I guess Tula is really growing because I keep every time I find it on sale, I buy it because I figure if nothing else, I can always resell it. So then I have back quarters, 1 yard cuts, um, and then anything more than a yard and up goes on the bottom shelf. So like 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. And it's all kind of separated out, but it's mostly by color. So color, then yardage. Um, then I have places for my layer cakes, jelly rolls, and charm packs. Yeah, I need to use, that's why I want to do that, some sort of pattern for the Tula that you're still going to be able to see the fabric. So, you know, I don't want to cut hers up really small. I mean, some of it you could when any of it that reads solid from far away. I mean, you know, cut that up. But let's see. Liberty supposedly has two different grades of fabric. Okay. The Tana and the regular. I don't know firsthand, but I've heard that anyway. Okay, that's from Tracy. Wendy did a lot of fussy cutting for her hood quilt. And see, I would do a lot of fussy cutting for the spool quilt too. Laura, oh, right. Okay. I forgot to mention that. Laura said she separates Americana and Christmas. So I do have my Christmas fabrics pulled out separate and they're in a like a tote deal. And then my Halloween fabrics I keep separated out too. Um, what else? I think mainly just Christmas and Halloween. Thank you, Sweetheart Creations. Hi, JB. How's it going? Wendy said, I have no Americana, Christmas, or Halloween. I do a little bit, not a lot, but I do plan on making a Christmas quilt. Well, like I said about, I don't really have the budget to pay full price, so that's when I find it on sale, then that's when I can afford it. And then I'm like, oh, wow, look at all these. Yay, I'm glad they had a bunch of Tula in there. That's really going to be a bright quilt. Hmm. I didn't even know Joann's had a Liberty line. That's interesting. Yeah, and I will say too, Lorray, is when you start watching more YouTube, especially like if you watch Lori Holt or the makers, a lot of the makers have their own YouTube channel, then you kind of get used to seeing their fabric lines because that's what they're using. Yeah, whatever you want to buy. I'm not going to get into that conversation again. You're not going to reel me in. We talked enough about that the other day. Just use what you want to use. Yeah, oh yeah, Corey Yoder too. Oh, Wendy likes Allison Glass. I'm not really into any like modern stuff that's kind of geometric. Now I say that, but there are some fabrics I've seen that I don't mind, but for the most part, my biggest thing is just not solids, unless it's the background. And then I still prefer it to be like a white on white or a gray on gray or, for there to be some sort of print in it. Okay, I think I'm. When he said she made a Christmas quilt for the bed and then that was it. Yeah, that's all I want. Just one, one Christmas quilt. But I do like making like pot holders and little things like that out of the Christmas fabric, and then I give it away as gifts. Hi, Cherie. How are you doing? Exactly, Tracy. Oh, cool. Courtney is halfway through the bottom of the elephant. Awesome. Oh, you love K-Facet fabrics, Kim? Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? Okay. So, I was wondering, how many people out there have done a spool quilt? Raise your hand. That's my first question. Then my second question is, do you have if you made one, what's your favorite pattern out there that you like? Wendy, okay, Tammy says not her. Oh, yum. My girlfriend brought me some stuffed crabs. We're cooking them now. Yummy. Wendy's done a spool table runner. Tracy says, not yet. On my wish list to do, says JB. Gladys, hi Gladys. Says no. Sue says no, not yet. Do the spool quilt. Well, no. Sandra says just one spool on a quilt. Okay, Lorraine. Have not, says Angela. Hi, Robin. Robin has a spool quilt on her bucket list. Lynn said not her. She would love to make one. Cherie says nope. Well, do you want to make a spool quilt, Kim? Oh, that's a good idea. Patricia saw one done with the salvages. Okay, Shirley says, I fell in love with a spool wall hanging that Beth has in her sewing room. I have never made one. Beth. Our Beth? Our Beth. Goody Goods. Beth? Kim said she'd like to do a spool quilt. Well, why don't we do a spool quilt together? Because I would really like to do one too. How long do you think you'd need? Would 2 weeks be enough time to get your stuff together for it? Let's see. Do you want me to write a pattern? That'd be the other question. Should I do a pattern, or is it, maybe we should look for a free pattern that's already written. I'll have to pay more attention and look on the wall that Beth has. Is that just one big spool, or is it a bunch of small ones? You like the one with variegated fabric? Joann's has a free spool pattern. Okay, I gotta write this stuff down. Sandra would make a table runner. Okay. Okay. Joann's. Well, what we could all do, we don't have to all do the same pattern. We could all look around for a pattern that we want to do and then work on that one together, right? And then if there are some people who want to do the one I'm doing, that's fine too. Oh, see that? Okay. That's what I want to try to avoid. I don't like the spools that look like Orifil. I want wooden spools. But if you want Orifil spools, you can have Orifil spools. Oh, right. Stephanie did a free one. I don't think the pattern's free anymore, though. You've made the wooden spools in a quilt? Well, maybe you'd want to do the other one then. Kim wants the wooden spools too. One of your grands has it. Yvette did the button. Laura downloaded a free one from So Yeah, but she plans on changing it a bit. Okay, so I could check So Yeah also. Okay, I'll look at that one. The other one that I like is that Jenny did on Missouri Star Quilt Company, but her spools were pretty big. Um, I'll have to go look at it again. So I'll look at Missouri Star too. She's got a lot of patterns there. Sweetheart Creation says she has not done one yet. Happy Tuesday, Sandra A. Frat Quarter Shop has a free one too? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it could be, all of the patterns can be adjustable for sure. Wooden spool sounds good. Free Spirit has one. Oh, yeah. I think so. Like, I could even take this pattern right here and just change the spools to have wooden, it'd be browns instead of color. I think, in my opinion, with this one, I think I would rather see the top and bottom of the spool be, all of them be the same color, because then you would be able to see the fabric better, the thread. It's supposed to be the thread. It would stand out more. But with this one, all of the tops are different. She's using the whole line, the solids. And I just feel like that's a lot of color. So a little too much color for me. So, but that's okay. Some people might like that, and you wouldn't need to make any changes at all. So we'll have to go look at them. Sandra did a spool pattern way back, but she doesn't remember where she got the pattern. Oh, Jordan Fabrics, maybe. We could look there too. Okay. Well, what I would say, if there's enough of us, I think 2 weeks would be a good Good enough time to start, huh? What do you think? Started in a couple of weeks, and we can either do it on, I'd like to do it on one of the nights, like Tuesday or Thursday, because we got other things going on Sunday. Because I would kind of like to keep Sunday going on the different panel, making different panel quilts and stuff for panel projects. And then another day during the week where I'm working on a different quilt. So Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, quilting the day, yeah. So do you think 2 weeks is from now is a long enough time for you to get everything together? Say yes if you do. Okay, count me in. Count me in. Okay, let me go at my calendar. Yes. Okay. And then we could post in the Facebook group. Um, if you find a pattern that you're excited about, go ahead and post it in the Facebook group. And let's see. That would be like the 26th of April if we do it on Tuesday. Yes, 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 yes. You guys want to do it on Tuesday? Okay, new question. Okay. Judy said, I just emailed you the directions from the Fat Quarter Shop. You don't, that's okay. You don't have to do Facebook. Thank you. I'll check it out. Yeah, free patterns. The Facebook is in the description box below the video. So you can just follow that link. It'll take you over to the Facebook group. And if you're not already, aren't you signed up already, Mel? Or Lou? Sorry. I thought you were. Anyway, there's 2 questions. Answer those. It's a private Facebook group. Whatever you put in there stays in there. So, yes for Tuesday. Yes for Tuesday. Okay. Okay. Sue can watch the replay. Tuesday sounds good. Okay, great. What time? Well, 2 o'clock is pretty good for me. Or I can do 1:30, 1:32, anytime between 1:30 and 3 Pacific Standard Time, I could start. But if we do 3 o'clock, that would be 6 o'clock Eastern Time. So, and I don't know how many people work on here. I know there's a few, like Brenda and, well, that's the only one I know, Brenda. Tuesday, okay. So I think I'll just plan on, unless you start saying no to 2 o'clock, I will just plan on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Great. I know you do work hard. Okay, Lou, that'd be great. There's just 2 real easy questions. One is, what kind of sewing machine do you use? And the second question is, what's your favorite part of making a quilt, And you don't have to make a whole quilt. You can just do a wall hanging if you want, or just one big spool. I think that would be cool too. I might even do that to hang up in the sewing room. I've been wanting to do one of those, so I might do two. Like do a wall hanging with a great big spool, and then because this might take a little while doing all these spools. I don't know. Sandra said, my job is YouTube watcher. So that sounds like fun, you guys. Yeah. Um, oh, well, sure, Shelley. You can sew on something else, one of your kits. I have some kits too I should be doing. But, this was a kit. But I'm going to be pulling in all my other Tula fabrics I have too. And this would just be really cool, even with scrappy fabric, just from your stash. Oh, yeah, using a charm pack. I have lots of charm packs. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Oh, no. Kim's might be having some severe weather alerts. Yeah, so maybe we could find two patterns, one for the giant spool and then one for a spool quilt. And then you can just make whatever you want. Well, you can sew on whatever you want anyway, but because it's your fabric and it's your thread. And it's your time. It's your sewing machine. It's your sewing room. You can do what you want. You are also cool. Cool, Courtney. And then on Thursdays we might be doing something else. Still working on that. But um, all right. Oh yeah, you could really scrap that spool quilt up for sure. I think it would be a great scrap buster because for the amount of fabric that it calls for each spool out of a fat quarter, it's I'm still going to have a lot of fabric left out of each fat quarter. So, and I'm not really even sure what the sizes are on these spools yet. I haven't really looked that far. But I was thinking of doing them 2.5 inches. I was thinking about doing my spools 2.5 inches unfinished. That way I could use the jelly roll too. Well, maybe just work on your UFOs, Brenda. That's probably what I should be doing. I hate to show you the UFOs. That's where I put my UFOs. And then this is what I do. Then I can't see them, so I don't know they're there. And it's my UFO closet. Yeah. Then I think, oh, I need to start a new project because I don't have anything to work on. I win. Yeah. I have them in order too. Like, didn't I just say a few months ago that I was going to work on UFOs this year, not start anything new. God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that in one of the videos. But this is kind of like a UFO because it's a kit. And I've had it for a couple of years. So it just hasn't been in the closet. Looks like the video is kind of choppy. Oh boy. You've never heard me say that? You must have missed that episode. I think it was the episode where I showed all my UFOs. So, UFOs that I'm working on, I have a pretty good system, are in big baskets like this. I like the bigger ones because it gives you more room as your blocks grow. And then, they're not really UFOs, I guess. They're projects I want to do, but they're just fabric with a pattern. So that's, I haven't cut the fabric yet. So that's really not a UFO, is it? Anyway, those go in smaller storage boxes. And then when I get one of these done, one of these projects done, and I have an empty tote, then I take the fabric and everything out of the smaller tote and put it in the bigger tote, and it goes on the top shelf. So, so Tula would have been in there somewhere on the shelf, but I just didn't want to put her on the shelf in there in the closet. Yeah, those are kits, basically. But I still think I have quite a few UFOs. I think I have maybe 8. That's not that many, is it? Okay, let's see what you're saying. You can get more, Melissa. Cherie says, yes, it's a UFO. Continue on. Oh, well, see, I don't think I have that many. But one reason why I kind of kitted the stuff up myself, and the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to use the fabric in something else. So when I find a really cool pattern I like, I first thing I do when I look at the pattern is I say, what do I like about this pattern? Is it the pattern or is it the fabric? If it's just the fabric, then, and I don't have that fabric, then I usually don't do the pattern. But if it's the design, the pattern, and then the fabric, then I try to kind of get close to, I probably don't have the fabric they're using, but I try to find the colors that are similar to that, and then I make a kit. So I pull the colors off of the shelf and I'll put them in, they start out in Ziploc bags with that pattern, the big Ziploc bags, So I put all the fabric in there with the pattern, and it goes on the bottom shelf. Okay, so everything kind of gets rotated in there from one shelf, then it graduates to the next shelf where it gets to go in a tote, a smaller tote, then it graduates and goes up into the big tote. That's my, that's the way I organize myself. Because one day I thought, I wonder how much fabric here I have, and how many quilts do I have on that shelf. And so then I started pulling fabric for patterns that I like, that I've been holding off, that I just have patterns and I haven't pulled fabric for. So now I'm starting to pull fabric for them. If you get my drift. Hi, Natalie. Well, you can get off the shelf out of your house if you want. Okay. Well, that sounds like a good idea. I went by the UF or the Goodwill store, but they were closed yesterday. I was bummed. I wanted to go in. I'm just going to look and see if I was tagged in any of the. I don't see anything until Sherry or Shirley. Yeah, yeah, I separate them. Um, and once I get the quilt top completely finished, then they get put on a clothes hanger in the closet. So they're still stuck in the closet. Well, Shelley, you can work on UFOs on Tuesday. That's my problem, partly is I get bored after a while working on one thing all the time. And so I usually have something going on up here, usually try to have something going on the long arm, and then stuff I can take downstairs. What am I cooking tonight? I'm cooking, it's called like a beef broccoli, like kind of like a Chinese thing, and fried rice. But I'm not using beef, I'm using deer meat. It's already marinating in the tub. So it'll have deer meat and broccoli, onions, and mushrooms. And then I'll make fried rice. That's what's for dinner. Um, Hi, Colleen. Glad you made it back. Ooh, a frozen pizza in the oven. When you get them to the long arm stage, you could have a coming out party. That's a great idea. That's funny. Hi, Eva. I knew what you meant. Oh, Shelley said she doesn't get bored. She's project oriented. Well, I'll tell you, I get bored if I'm like making 1,000,000,000 half square triangles. I'm like, I am so done with this quilt. If I have to square up another half square triangle, I'm going to scream. I love babies and puppies too. Well, I love puppies more than I love babies. Sorry. Brenda has 16 in progress. Oh, right. Whipco. Whip Go. I've heard of that for cross stitch. It's fun when you can. As far as my cross stitch goes, I decided just to have one project downstairs and get it finished before I go on to the next because I can't keep up with all the cross stitch and all of the quilting. Hi, Nancy G. How's it going? Yeah, I have multiple projects. Let's see, I have one, two, three. I have three just sitting on the table. Well, four if you count the spool quilt. Five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Looks like about 19. 19 or 20. If I counted right. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these quilts, honestly. I need to make some aprons. And maybe some pillowcases. Yeah, internet's not doing too good. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go. I've been on here for an hour and a half. So let's plan on starting to do something with the spools on the 26th of April. And, but if you don't want to do spools, you want to do UFOs, that's fine. Or cross stitch, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Or you can just sit back and watch and visit in the chat. Oh, Laura finished 2 projects today and she started 2. Okay, Angela says she can't start another project until she gets finished with the t-shirt quilt. Well, you can just hang out and visit, Angela. Yeah, I'm going to go lay down and take a nap. Oh, that sounds like fun, Brenda. A pillowcase a month challenge would be fun. Oh, that sounds like fun. Like the last Sunday of the month, we could do pillowcases. I have to write that down. I've been wanting to do some pillowcases. Just because I need some new ones. Yes, okay. Well, let's plan on that. The last Sunday of the month, we'll do pillowcases. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I like to do the pillowcases with like the French seam deal with the double borders or whatever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Jenny Doan. She has a video on it. That's the one I like to do. A burrito pillowcase. Make a pair, wrap them up for Christmas, and put them in a gift pile for the year end. My friend will be here tomorrow so we can work on the t-shirt quilt. It has been so hard not to work on it for her. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we almost got burritos yesterday instead of Subway. But my stomach, I said, I think I'd rather have Subway. Oh, you do, Brenda? Brenda has a new cover stitch machine. Well, that would be nice. I don't. Okay, you guys, I'm going to head out. Well, my stomach can't always take tacos, especially from a taco place. I love tacos, but I put my own seasoning in the meat so I can have just the right amount, you know. Oh, don't say that. Our Subway is really good here. Bye, Laura. Thank you, Colleen. Good night, Brenda. Bye, Angela. Bye, Sandra. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you next time, okay? Be sure and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Do the thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget that. And then join the Facebook group. Or if you don't do Facebook, you can always send me an email, and I'll try and get back to you. I'm really looking forward to starting this Tuesday spool thing on the 26th. And the pillowcase thing at the end of the month. That'll be fun. So, all right. Oh, anytime. I'm glad you guys stopped by. And Willa's sitting here. She's saying goodbye, everybody. Huh, Willa? Need to point the camera down. You can't see Willa. Come here, Willa. Come here. Jump up. She doesn't do that. She's a good girl. You going to say goodbye to everybody? You ready to go downstairs? She's ready to go downstairs. Okay. Love you guys. Till next time. Go make something. Bye.